Good morning. It's Friday. What I eat in a day. It's a turkey, egg, cheese with ketchup and mayo sandwich. 3 breads because I've got a long day. I feel like I'm always saying the same thing in this car, but I finished a really simple queen bed assembly. It's not as simple as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be one of those like from Wayfair, but it was like fancier and had a lot more compartments, so it took me a little over an hour to do it. I only charged for an hour because it was only 5 minutes over though. I got an oil change, so happy about that because I think it's been like a really long time. And I just want to say I went to this Jiffy Lube before because it was just convenient, and at that point it had been a really long time too, and I just saw like such an attractive girl working there. Oh no, did I go the wrong way? What street am I on? Yeah, and she was like not the reception, she was like the mechanic, which is amazing. I don't know, I feel like I just so relate to her, just being someone that's not typically, you know, females industry. So that was just nice to see. I do want to say though, while assembling this freaking cream bed, I like twisted my thumb so bad, like it went and I pushed it back so freaking hard. I wanted to cry when that happened to me. This is kind of a weird angle, but you know how this thumb has like the vein right here? So yesterday when in that furniture assembly job and I like freaking bent back my thumb and it hurt so bad, it's like it's swollen. And I picked up I lifted a bunch of like 10 cases of with this, like it was beautiful. But anyway, it was like 6 square feet per box. I don't really understand the square footage too much, but I know I calculated right because I checked with the person that was also working there a little bit longer than me, and he said I did it right. So anyway, I picked up 10 cases of it, and I was trying so hard not to use my thumb, but it's like you use your thumb for everything. So yeah, can't really tell. Maybe you can. It's swollen, but it doesn't really hurt. It's just swollen, so hopefully I don't have to go to the doctor or anything. Okay, so I was there for 2 hours, going and getting the bracket, matching the size, although the size was actually on the marking of the bracket, so I could have just asked her and just went straight to Home Depot, but that's okay. Her Home Depot was super close anyway. And I found these Everbuilt ones, but the clamp was so narrow compared to the thick Simpson ones that she had, so I bought four brackets because this is the only kind that would fit what I'm looking for anyway, which kind of sucked. I thought there would be a lot more selections, but yeah, it was just that at Home Depot. So I took the clamp from a second one so that you have a thicker clamp. Aren't I so smart? I'm really happy that it worked out. And I did not expect the job to take this long, but I'm really glad that it did. Even though I was working the whole time, it's not like I was shirking the hours, but I'm really glad it did because with giving my weekends to Home Depot, I really am struggling to meet my business profit goals.
Lemonade, ooh, tastes so sweet.
Happy Sunday!
3 poppies,
I don't know why. I am almost always late to Home Depot, but I always make it on time. But I'm almost always like rushing my butt off to get there. From my lunch from the Home Depot, and I'm learning a lot. Yesterday was really slow, so I used their little phone from the store, so I felt more familiar. Yeah, as you go along, you just get familiar, I think. But one of my coworkers cute. All right, so I just got done with a 2.25 hour job working for an office, a law firm that I have worked for many times now. And that was easy. A couple of assembly things and hanging a bunch of things. So I think what I'm gonna do moving forward, home repairs and furniture assembly, I'm gonna charge by the hour. And then plumbing and electrical, I'm gonna charge per. It is so rainy outside. Look at that. Which is really rare for LA. But anyway, I'm trying to finish this book by the 26th. And I'm like, not even halfway. Freaking wet. Okay. Anyway, that was super easy. It is 8:20. That took me like 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of just talking, showing, asking them where they want the old piece to go. I just basically converted a regular crib into I swapped out the front part to like a toddler bed so that the toddler can walk out of it easily. You see that? It is a river. It's not even going anywhere. Got the heater going. And my beanie, a scarf, long sleeve, well it's a crop top. I got a jacket and another jacket and sweatpants to walk the dogs in the morning. And my drill charging. While I'm sitting in the kitchen waiting for these steel cut oats. I thought I got oatmeal, but I got steel cut oats, and this takes 30 minutes to make, and I have to look at the stove and stir occasionally. So anyway, I had a 10 o'clock job this morning, but the client messaged me last night on TaskRabbit saying she wants to reschedule. I'm like, okay, well my next available date is not till Christmas Eve because my sister's coming into town, and I'm already booked for the weekend. And yeah, so I don't know what's going on with that. It's like gonna be 10 and 15 minutes. She hasn't messaged me. She wants me to come between my shift at Home Depot tonight and my 1 o'clock job, but I'm like, okay, well just let me know. I'm not sure if I can. So, but she doesn't want to wait till Christmas Eve, so I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But anyway, I just want to do like a quick recap. On Wednesday, I had a 8 o'clock job. I told my client I have an 11:30 job, so I have to leave by 10:30. I'm sure I can build it, but this is what I built, and it was quite big. It's beautiful, but I was going so fast that I made the drawers wrong. I put the screws for the rails on the side, like most IKEA, and not on the bottom like you're supposed to with this particular piece. And so when I put the drawers in, they would jam. So that was totally my fault. When she texted me about it, I was like, oh, you have to get these screws out, screw in flat, because these were kind of like angled and tapered into the threads. And like I did research on what she should find and where she should go, and then she checked the instructions. She was like, oh, they're supposed to go at the bottom, not the sides. And I was like, oh my god, I feel terrible. I saw the drawer part and I just whizzed through all three of them the way that I thought you would, like for most IKEA. And yeah, I felt terrible. I texted her, I'm so sorry, and I texted her the next morning because she has my business card. She already has my number. And I said, you know what, would love to give you a free hour work. And she was like, no need, totally fine. We wouldn't have been able to do it ourselves anyways. So yeah, note to self, don't go so fast. At least read through the instructions more carefully. It's like every once in a while I forget, so it's a good reminder. But you know what, I'm human. Everyone makes mistakes. I don't want to be so down on myself about it like I do every time. So anyway, that's that. And then I had my 11:30 job, which was to install a Toto bidet seat. That went fine. And then the other thing I just want to quickly talk about, two things. So I did install roller shades yesterday on a super heavy duty metal door. That took forever. And I broke like 3 screw heads because I was trying to drill into there. I drilled into there with self-tap screws, and the last one broke. So yeah, I broke a lot of screw heads last night. And then I quickly want to talk about this electrical job that I had, where I was unsuccessful in swapping out 2 switches. One looked like this with 2 red wires coming out and 2 neutrals coming out, and that was for just a regular switch. I needed to swap that with a dimmer switch, and the dimmer switches that the client had were for a single pole, not 3-way pole. So I think he needs one with a traveler wire, not just 2 black wires coming out, but I'm not 100% sure. The other switch that I was supposed to swap out with a dimmer switch too, that definitely needed 3-way, I think, because it has the black, the red, and the neutral. So I think that's it. My sister comes in tomorrow, and I'm so excited. And I probably won't have much like handiwork content because, you know, I'm just gonna be having fun. But I'll probably still film it. Probably, you know, irrelevant to you, but I'll film it because I want memories of that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this week's video. I will see you on my next one. Happy holidays. I hope you're working hard out there and staying warm and got the booster shot. I did, because we're gonna be out and about, and I don't want to get the Omicron, which is supposed to be so much more transmissible. Anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Put some organic wild blueberries, organic strawberries. I never get organic, but I splurged. And the steel cut oats are on the bottom. Oh, and I drizzle some honey, so. Woo!